Welcome. I often hear people report that they're having a difficult time with motivation. Maybe there's something that needs to get done, but a person feels guilty if they're not able to get to it or if they're losing a lot of time just getting distracted by other things. Today, I want to suggest to you that if you feel like you're struggling with motivation, are you sure that it's a motivation problem, or could it be that you actually just need rest? Sometimes burnout disguises itself as laziness and procrastination, but what it really is it's our body and our brain that is just tired, that really needs to be rested and replenished. So I want to give you some signs to look for that might indicate that this is happening. Okay, the first sign that you might be needing rest is that you are starting to struggle completing small tasks. Things that would normally feel somewhat effortless and smooth, you're just having hiccups, you're making careless mistakes, you keep having to go back and redo things. That's a sign that you need rest. Another sign that you may need rest is that you are feeling more irritable, kind of emotionally brittle. Maybe you find yourself just getting a little bit flared up. You want to get upset with someone else, or you're upset with yourself. Maybe you're upset with technology. You just find yourself getting a little bit more aggravated. Another sign that you might be needing rest is that your body is starting to get uncomfortable. Sometimes our body will have somatic symptoms that are a way to alert us, to get our attention, like you might be experiencing a headache or stiffness, maybe a backache, maybe you're dehydrated. Sometimes our body just communicates with us through these little aches and pains as a way to get us to stop what we're doing and do something to rest and take care of ourselves. And another sign that you might be needing rest is you just start to zone out. Maybe you sit down and you start doing a task, but pretty soon you're staring out the window. Or you are playing with your nails, or you are in some kind of internet rabbit hole. Sometimes this is just the brain's way of trying to get a break because it's tired and it doesn't want to keep concentrating, or it can't concentrate. So I encourage you, if you notice some of these signs, to really pay attention and give yourself the break that you need and deserve. Sometimes it's uncomfortable because we can be so used to staring at a clock and feeling the pressure to perform and be productive that we're worried if we slow down or if we stop working that something isn't going to get done. But here's what I want to remind you. When we take a break and we give our mind and body rest, that's usually a very good investment, because when we emerge from that rest, the quality of our thinking is stronger. We're more alert, sometimes we're more creative. The quality of what we're going to do is actually better. So that not only increases our productivity, but it makes the whole experience much more smooth and satisfying. So pay attention to yourself and don't be too quick to judge the quality of your working style, because if you feel like you are a little sluggish or not operating in the way that you would normally like, perhaps it's not a motivation issue. Perhaps you don't need to push yourself harder. Maybe what you really need is to bring things to a halt, give yourself some rest, and then come back to it later. I hope these suggestions were helpful. If you know someone else that may need to hear this, feel free to pass it along, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks.